What's going on, man? Another video, which means I have more free picks for you. And in today's video, I have 6 total picks, 3 over in the NBA and 3 over in the MLB. I'm super confident in every single one of them. I like them all. And all I ask before we jump straight into the picks is number one, go down and hit that like button. Let's get this video to 50 likes. And while you're down there, you might as well subscribe. Both are free to do, and they both help me out a ton. So if you could go do that real quick, I'd really appreciate it. And now we can jump straight into the video. And the first thing that we have to talk about is the Discord that you see on the screen, simply because it is completely free. I mention it in every video because I want everyone who wants to join up. It's free, and you're going to get every single pick that I put down every single day without any charge to you. Right here, you can see I send out the picks every single day. I have everything tracked since the beginning of 2025. We're up over 200 units, which is better than any premium Discord you're ever going to find. So to be able to get a Discord like this for completely free is insane value. It's going to be the first link down below. You'll see it in the pinned comment. All you have to do is hit the link, hit join, and you're in. You get a community of everybody talking about bets all day long. You get picks from me every single day that are profitable. And on top of that, the main reason why I like this Discord is I have been helping literally everybody in here get themselves funded on Player Profit. If you don't know what Player Profit is, it's basically a website that funds you to sports bet. So say you want to come in here, it's a website, it's going to be linked down below, right below the Discord link. And to explain it really quickly, they offer bankrolls anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000. So if you buy one of these, first things first, it's going to be a small upfront fee. So for a $1,000 bankroll, it's going to be $30. Then obviously the higher you go, it's going to be more money, but it's also going to be a better bang for your buck. Because you can get $1,000 for, or you can get $100,000 for $1,000, which is only 1% of the money that you're going to be able to play with. That's why I like buying bigger accounts. You're getting a better deal on it. But the way it works is you come in here, you buy yourself a bankroll, and once you buy it, all you have to do to get access to this money to where you can actually use it to bet is you have to pass these 2 phases here. You have to put in a minimum of 20 picks, and you have to run up the account 20% without it going down 15%. And if you do that in the first challenge phase, and you do that in the second challenge phase, then you get funded, and you can bet whatever the minimum to maximum bet is per bet. So say you buy a $25,000 account, you're going to be able to bet anywhere from $250 to $1,250 per pick, which is absolutely insane. And the best part about it is it's literally zero risk. If you lose all the money in the funded account, you don't have to pay any of the money back. They are putting the money up front for you. You don't have to bet any of your own money. Just make sure when you go get this bankroll that you use my code BBETS, because it's going to give you 10% off. BBETS, like you see it right here, 10% off any of the accounts. It's going to be linked down below, right below the Discord link. So number one, join the Discord. Number two, once you're in the Discord, go get a Player Profit account, get yourself a bankroll, and then simply just tell the plays that I put out every single day, because if you do that, it guarantees, almost guarantees, that you're going to pass both these phases and you're going to get funded. Most people try to do it by themselves, and they end up having to buy another account because they end up failing out of one of the first 2 phases. But if you get in my Discord and then you go buy a bankroll and you just tell my plays, you're going to get funded. I've gotten 5 or 6 accounts funded now. So I promise you it's worth it. The Discord's free. The bankroll is the best opportunity that I've seen in sports betting right now. So go get yourself a Player Profit account. I promise you it's worth it. The Discord and the Player Profit is linked below. Now we can get into the first pick of the video, which is going to be Miles McBride to go under 3.5 rebounds and assists. I bet on this the last time the Knicks and Pacers played, and you can see right here, it easily cashed. He had 0 in that game. And the reason why I like this is I'm not exactly sure why they keep leaving it at this line of 3.5. I think there's just too much value here, simply because he's under in 5 of his last 5, 10 of his last 10, and 16 of his last 20. So his hit rate is insane. And then the best part about it all is in his last 5, 3 of these games include the Pacers, and he is under in each game against the Pacers. And even since the playoffs have started, he just hasn't gone over this mark at all. I mean, 10 games in a row, he's under, and he's only averaging 1.9 per game in these 10. So I just don't see any reason why he would go over this mark. Maybe he has 2, maybe he has 3, but I do not see him getting 4+. And that's why I think we have an edge here, and I think it's great value to go lock in this under 3.5 rebounds plus assists. So that's my first pick. Now for my second pick, we're going to be taking Francisco Lindor over in the MLB to go under 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's under in 4 of his last 5, only averaging 1.6 per game. 9 of his last 10, only averaging 1.2 per game. And then finally, 13 of his last 20, only averaging 2.1 per game. So in his last 5, 10, and 20, the hit rate's really good, and the averages are really good on top of that. And then just to top it off, he's going to be facing a pretty solid pitcher here. The Mets are going to be playing the White Sox, and the White Sox are going to be pitching Shane Smith, who has barely over a 1 whip, which isn't the greatest ever, but it's pretty solid. And then he also has a pretty low ERA at 2.36. So I don't think he's going to give Francisco Lindor a ton of opportunities to go over this mark. Maybe he gets 1 or 2, but I don't see him getting 3+. That's a lot to get, especially against a solid pitcher like Shane Smith. And that's not even mentioning the fact that his hit rate is really good as well. So great hit rate, great matchup, and that's why I'm taking this pick. So this is my second pick. Now for my third pick, back over in the NBA, we're going to be rocking with that guy, Aaron Naismith, once again to go over his points. We actually have been locking him in to go over his PRA, but this game we're going to lock him in to go over his points because the hit rate here is just a little bit better. He's over in 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and then 15 of his last 20. And against the Knicks so far, he's over in 2 of 3 games, and the only game that he went under was this game where he had 8 points, but he didn't play in his full minute range. He only played 26 minutes. And as you can see right here, I'll show you real quick. Aaron Naismith right here is projected 32 minutes in this game. So let's look real quick just to show you what he does when he plays 30+ minutes. And what you're going to see is he is an absolute beast. He's over in 5 of his last 5, 10 of his last 10, and then 17 of his last 20, averaging over 16 points per game. So this game expected to be really close once again. I do think he'll play 30+ minutes. And as long as that's the case, he should go over this mark. I really like it. I really like it. I think we have the edge here as well. So this is my second pick in the NBA. Go lock it in. Now we can move on to my fourth pick, which is going to be Jose Ramirez to go over his hits, runs, and RBIs at this line of 1.5. He's over in 4 of his last 5, averaging over 3 per game, so he's been crushing it as of late. He's over in 8 of his last 10, still averaging over 3 per game. And then he's over in 16 of his last 20, averaging 2.8 per game. So he has just been an absolute beast at going over this mark, especially as of late in his last 10 and last 5. And then to top that off, the Guardians are going to be playing, let's see here. I think their game's up here. Yep, right here. They're going to be facing Dustin May. And Dustin May, it hasn't had the greatest start to the season. He's 2-4 on the year with an ERA of over 4. So I do think he's going to give Jose Ramirez a lot of opportunities to hit the ball, put it in play, hit it hard somewhere. And as long as that is the case, I really do like this pick, especially since you're getting it at almost plus money here. Minus 106 is great value with the hit rate and matchup that we have. So go lock this one in. Jose Ramirez over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And now real quick, before I give you my fifth and my sixth pick of the video that I like the absolute most, I do want to remind you, number one, that the Discord is completely free. It's going to be the first link down below. Join the Discord, start getting my plays for free, and start making a ton of money if you just tell. You don't even got to think about it. Just tell the picks, watch the games, and watch yourself make money in the long term. I already showed you right here the profitability that we've had so far this year. And then to go on top of that, before you get in the Discord or after you get in the Discord, go get a player profit account. It's going to be the second link down below. You'll see it when you scroll down there. Get a bankroll, start betting hundreds to thousands per pick. The only catch to it is they take 30% of the profit. You take 70%. That's literally it. You don't got to risk any of your own money, and you're betting so much more that you're going to end up making way more in the long term anyway, even with the 70-30 split. So I love this player profit right here. One of the best opportunities I've seen. I know I've said that multiple times now, but it really is. Just make sure you use code BBETS when you sign up to save yourself 10%. It's a no-brainer to use the code. It's all, like I said, it's going to be linked down below, the Discord and player profit. So go get on it. Promise you it's worth it. And now for my fifth pick of the video, we're going to be taking Josh Hart to go over 7.5 points. I know he's not going to play as many minutes as he was earlier on, but he is still projected, let's see here, over 30 minutes. He's projected 33 minutes in this game. And if we just put him between that range, let's put him between 30 and 36. He still crushes this mark in this minute range, going over in 5 of his last 5, averaging 13 per game, 9 of his last 10, and then 17 of his last 20. So even though he's not playing the 40 to 42 minutes that he was earlier, he still is playing enough minutes to go over this mark. And that's really why I like this a lot. I think they put this, I think they saw that he's going to play less minutes and they lowered the line a little bit too much. And that's why I think we're getting great value here. The best way to find good value in the NBA is find bets where the minute projections are off with the line that the sports books put. And that's exactly what we've done here. So go lock this one in. Great hit rate. Solid matchup as well. You can see right here the Pacers allow the 17th most points in the NBA. So not a tough matchup, not an easy matchup. So I do think them being about average is good for him going over this mark. So go lock it in. You can see that even in limited minutes, he went over in his last game against them. So go lock this one in. And now for my last pick of the video, we're going to be taking Garcia on the Royals to go over his hits, runs, and RBIs at this line of 1.5. You can see he's over in 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and then 12 of his last 20, averaging over 2 per game. So the hit rate's really solid. And then to top that off, we once again have a solid matchup because the Royals are going to be facing the Reds, and the Reds are going to be pitching a guy who has a pretty solid record, but really hasn't been pitching very well. He has almost a 5 ERA and a whip of 1.35. So just like with Dustin May, I think Brady Singer is going to give Garcia here a ton of opportunities. And as long as that plays out to be the case, which I think it's going to, I think we have an edge here, and I really like this pick. Great hit rate, great matchup. Those are the two things that need to be true if you're going to take a pick, and that's what we've had for every single pick in this video. So go lock them all in. Those are my 6 picks, and until next time, let's all go print some money.